Welcome aboard. I'm glad you could break away from your fishing lessons long enough to go down to our food floor. Maybe you'll be able to give sushi lessons when you're through. Now, how many contestants are? One player? Great. I'll keep you company. Is this your first time on the ride? Great to have you back. I was afraid we scared you off last time. Please type in your name. Gee, you have beautiful eyes. Remember to be all you can be. Enjoy the ride. See you at the bottom.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. You Don't Know Jack is sponsored by E. coli Diet Shakes. Drink a shake and flush the slush. And now, here's the host, delicious as his name, Cookie.
Hey there, welcome to the game. I hope you're hungry. I was gonna have a fish fry, but now I think I'll just serve crow. Well, I hope you didn't fill up on bread because there's plenty of food here. Eat! Eat! All right, buzz in for the Oh my God, you're rolling in it. Here's your category. Cut your food. Don't tear at it with your teeth. Hey, you remember all those crappy products advertised on TV that claim to even make julienne fries? Well, if you were to julienne Julia Child, what would you do to her? Cut her into short, thin strips, cut her lengthwise with jaggedy edges, cut her widthwise into round chunks, or cut her any old way. It's only a TV term. It's yours if you want it. You can take that to the bank.
Now that I've julienned her, we'll fry Julia with some ground beef for a few minutes until I'm golden brown.
Okay, select it. Let me just say, Anyway, let's see the category. Need a quick and easy meal? Eat your young. You ready? Let's go. Anyway, if a headline reads, Mom gets death penalty for coddling kids, which of these did the mother most likely do to her children? She thawed them in alcohol, peeled them with a knife, kneaded them with prongs, or cooked them in water. Go for it! Ow! Oh, look what I have here, the correct answer.
We love you, Mom.
I love you too.
Another way to coddle someone is to cook them in water that's almost boiling. And if you want to coddle who you're coddling, you should boil them in Evian water. All right, Big. Coming up. Doc says I gotta eat this. You know, it's never a bad idea to get suggestions on your diet from a doctor. Say you're a maggot living during the 1930s. If you're following doctor's orders, what kind of diet might you be living on? The infected wounds of his patients, the olive in his martini, the cough syrupy... Go get it! Doctors used to use maggots to eat away diseased tissue and help stop infection by bacteria. So eat up. But remember, diet's only half the picture. Make sure you exercise. You know, walk around the block a few times after eating diseased tissue. Okay, hit your buzzer and try to... Oh, nice picking. Well, I, for one, am very excited. We have a dis or dat question. And this dis or dat questions category is... They're just a couple of fruits. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 people or things, and for each one, I want you to tell me whether it's associated with apples or oranges. For each right answer, you get some cash, and you lose cash for a wrong answer or any you don't get to. Okay, you got 30 seconds to nail all 7. Let's do it. William Tell, associate... William and Mary. Syracuse. County and... New York City. Miami Falls. Horizon Newton. You dropped a couple, but I've seen worse. Let's check out your total. All right, there it is. Let's keep moving. Okay, this one's called 2,000-year-old leftovers. Okay, you with me? This one's worth $4,508. Here we go. Say you want to serve the actual body and blood of Jesus at your next dinner party. Which of these would be the best name for your new entree? Assumption à la mode, consommation au naturel, transubstantiation. Take it! According to the doctrine of transubstantiation, the bread and wine actually become the body and blood of Jesus during communion. It doesn't taste very fresh, though. Kind of like it's been hanging around somewhere for days. All right, it's time to choose the Okay, give it up for French dining. It's all in the tongue. Let's see that question. Imagine that you want to cook a special meal for your lover. Because the French name for it is also a term of endearment, what should you make? Crab cakes, corn fritters, go for it! In France, cabbage or chou is a term of endearment like sweetheart.
Look, honey, shoo, shoo. Hey, come back.
Hit your buzzer to choose the value of the... I think we can work with that, and here's your category. When biblical tummies rumble. Here we go. Say that while sailing around in his ark, Noah stopped at a flooded diner and picked up Adam and Eve on a raft. What would he have added to his cargo? 2 eggs on toast, a bagel with lox and cream cheese, coffee with cream and sugar, or apple pie with 2 scoops of ice cream? Go get it! Apple pie? What's wrong with you people? Eve made an honest mistake with that apple. Just let it drop already. All right, let's take a look at the right answer. Adam and Eve on a raft is diner speak for 2 eggs on toast. 2 very naked and sinful eggs on toast. Now select the highest. I like to call this category, don't fight with your food. Hey, have you ever been to a bullfight? They kill the bull. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I ruin it for you? Suppose the bull, or taureau, were replaced by a Japanese taureau. What would the matador be fighting? A bloodthirsty octopus? A charging fatty tuna? Take it! Ow! In case you're wondering, in Japanese, taureau means fatty tuna, and it's used in sushi. And after you take in the bullfight, make sure you stick around for the annual running of the puffer fish. Ay, 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 ay. Here's your category. I'm so drunk I'll eat anything. Okay, don't panic, but you've been invited to a party and you've been asked to bring the guacamole dip. Okay, deep breaths. Now listen up. Say that instead of using avocado in your guacamole, you use the avocado's namesake. What will you most likely say when someone compliments you on it? Thanks, I drained the blood myself. I was worried nobody would eat brains. Yeah, I just love chips and testicles. Or, you've got some gizzard on your chin. It's yours if you...
I've never had red guacamole before. Say, is that a finger?
Well, what do we have here? The ancient Aztecs named the bulbous avocado after their bulbous testicles. Hey, buzz in to select... Could I interest you in some roadkill? Alright, when you see the answer that unites the pair of items on the screen, buzz in. And don't forget, figure out the final bonus question, and I'll give you some extra cash. Can you say greased lightning? Just checking. Here we go. Prostitution light and commie color. What unites these two?
Score!
Punch to the back in painful stone. Spotted horse in exploding Ford car. Sabbath in Russia's sea.
Score!
Army's berets and Cato's hornet. silly blank. All right, let's go for the bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all colors of peppers? Pasta shapes? Types of cheese? Types of beans? You nailed it! Rack it up! That was a snap. They're all types of beans. And I would know. That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. All right, bang your buzzer and grab the highest. We're calling this one Licking the Platter Clean. Hey, you know that rhyme about Jack Sprat who could eat no fat? Well, which of these could Jack Sprat eat? Crudité, schmaltz, suet, or tallow? Go get it! No, suet is the hard fat that forms around cow and sheep kidneys. The correct answer is Jack Sprat could eat no fat, but he could eat crudité, which are just Frenchy raw vegetables. And his wife would just eat the onion dip with her fingers. Here's your category. Eat and die. Okay, you know those crazy diets where you can only eat one type of food, like only grapefruit or only carbohydrates or only mammals that hop? Well, check this out. Breakfast, 6 ounces of paint, 1 bowl of chalk, and a 2x4. Lunch, 12 ounces of floor wax, a coal and clay sandwich, and 2 cups of dirt. Dinner, 6 ounces of suntan lotion, 2.7 ounces of deodorant, and 3 crayons. Go for it! Now, esculent would mean they're supposed to be eaten, like me. You should have picked this. When you have the desire to eat stuff that isn't food, that's called pica. And after you eat all that indigestible fiber, well, that's called extremely painful. All right, it's time to... Hungry for a clue? I bet you are. Here you go. We'll start with the pizza crust. And if I'm feeling naughty, we'll make our way to the sausage. Let's see your final score. That's the story. So, you think you know sushi? You and your other yuppie-spawned friends think you know sushi? Well, you don't know sushi at all, not a wee bloody bit. Oh, you can sit in your fancy $70 a plate sushi cafes and impress your other human scabby friends and order California roll and think you're the sheep's wool. Well, you're nothing. You're sushi juniors and you make me sick. So from now on, you order sushi the real way, the proper way. You get McLeod sushi, or you don't eat it at all. all. McLeod's only uses real haggis. None of this simpy-wimpy fish snot. We only use haggis, good Scottish minced haggis. And if you know it's good for you, you'll eat it too. So stop being a baby doll freak loser and leave that hermouse alone, because you're eating McLeod's sushi from now on.
Welcome aboard Advance Airlines. Sit back, relax. Our friendly flight crew will take excellent care of you.
Here, sir. Your seatbelt needs to be good and tight.
Excuse me, ma'am. Would you care for a foot massage?
We want your flight to be an extremely pleasurable and memorable experience.
I'll gladly help you stow your tray table, sir. I'll just need to sit on your lap.
May I put my arm around you, sir? Would you like to join our Mile High Club?
At Advance Airlines, we're getting our customers off the ground.
The catcher signal called for a brushback high and inside, but when I looked down at my bracelet, I thought, what would Satan do? So I beamed him in the head and turned all the fans' hot dogs into snakes.
Satanko.
Uh-oh, sounds like someone's drunk again.
I can drive fine. Give me my key.
This week on another uproarious episode of Mean Drunk, Miriam doesn't hide David's scotch bottle well enough.
I should have married your sister.
And David's boss tries to get him to help himself.
Stick your 12 steps up your ass.
So tune in for another laugh-filled episode of Mean Drunk and see the show that America's Bar Guide called the most entertaining hour on television.
The f*** you looking at?
Next week on Round and Round and Round and Round and Round Table, Doctors Alan Gurm and Gerald Meatbottom discuss the controversial new sleep-inducing therapy for insomnia sufferers, getting up and getting a glass of water.
But so much is unknown about the effects of getting up and getting a glass of water. There are dangers of spillage, broken glass, water supply. I mean, what do they do with the water once they have it?
Well, we advise they drink it, although we found that handing it to a family member has produced some positive results.
Watch as our panelists discuss this controversial new sleep aid and similar therapies.
Some of your more irresponsible colleagues are now prescribing other more radical treatments like sitting up and having a ham sandwich or even running around with a plate of Jell-O.
Well, we certainly wouldn't support that kind of behavior because of the risks involved, especially to children.
Tune in for Get Up and Get Yourself a Glass of Danger, Saturday on Round and Round and Round and Round and Round Table.
If you're looking for an alternative to alternative, check out the new album from White Noise, Static. Rolling Stone calls it a triumph in nihilism. Billboard says it's a sound that can be found on the radio between, well, just about everything. Static features the title track, Static. Turn that crap down. Something's wrong with the receiver. And the live version of Feedback. Static. We don't care if you get it or not.
Occurred to me, where there's a will, there's a way, but you better start treating me right. I need your whole heart, not just 2%. Oh, how I long for you every night. When you moved into our cottage, I said to myself, hey, she's the one. You didn't have to milk it or egg me on, but our chances are skim to none. Give me your true and utter love, all else pales in comparison. I need your true and utter love, don't you dare refuse me some. Give me your true and utter love, all else pales in comparison. I need your true and utter love, don't you dare refuse me some.